Nine wants to know more about how deaf people cope in a world where hearing would seem almost like a requirement. Paula Woodward learned a little of what it's like by following after a young woman named Andrea Shore. Tell us about her.
Well, she's a totally delightful woman who lives in a world without sound, Ed. She lip reads and tells us she can't blink because she might miss a word. But most of all, what she wanted to tell us is one of her biggest problems is us. We're afraid of people who are deaf when there's no reason to be. How do you play a guitar when you're deaf? Or know when your car is started? How do you watch TV? Now, that's not too hard to lip read, but what about him? What's he saying? And what happens when there are no people on the screen? Welcome to the silent world of Andrea Shore. She's been totally deaf for 3 years, hard of hearing since she was 4. We met Andrea walking with her hearing dog on the street. She asked us to do a story about the problems of being deaf. We said fine. It didn't take us too long to understand what she meant when we tried to get back in touch with her. All we had was her phone number. Hello, this is Paula Woodward from Channel 9. I need to reach Andrea Shore, please.
Oh, okay. Hold on just a second, please.
We go through a relay operator who has a special machine that types out messages to Andrea. What would be a 30-second conversation for those of us who hear becomes a 3-minute one with Andrea. Because there's only one relay phone line in the metro area, it takes us 2 days of calling every 2 hours to finally reach her. And that's not all.
Okay, for an emergency, the relay system is closed at 10 p.m. on the weekdays, 6 on the weekends. And if there's an emergency and I need to get through to get somebody, I can't use the relay system, so it causes a limitation for me right there.
Is it a good system right now?
No, not at all. Dale Myers is the new director of Colorado Center on Deafness. She says they need more volunteers to help with the phone lines. She'll take a hard look at getting more lines. In the meantime, Andrea copes with people who honk at her when she can't hear, with her bird, who she warns us with a smile may say something rude. Through it all, she maintains a tremendous amount of dignity and class.
Being a deafie doesn't mean that I'm any less of a human being. It's just that I can't hear.
Go get 'em, Andrea. Keep after all of us.
She's a terrific lady.
She really is a
is.
neat person.
I think what you said at the beginning is very significant, just the fact that it's us that's the problem, really.
When I first met Andrea, I was yelling at her and I was trying to over-enunciate, and you don't need to.
Yeah, just calm down and talk.
Normally. That's
Yeah.
right, exactly.
One of the interesting things, I suppose we can tell how we did this story. She ran into me really on the
That's
street
right.
and stopped me. And at the end of the conversation, I said, give me your phone number, we'll call you. And then I realized what I had said, you know, and then you went through this ordeal just trying to get a hold of her. I think we need to be a lot more sensitive about what deaf people are going through.
We really do, and if you want to volunteer, you can call the Colorado Center on Deafness. That number is 235-0015. They can certainly use your help, especially with the phone lines. If you want to donate or help donate a hearing dog, the Colorado Center on Deafness can tell you how. And one final word to someone who is watching and lip reading carefully. Hi, Andrea. Thanks for your help.
Thanks, Andrea.
A very nice story. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the answer to today's exciting sports stumper.